Hey everybody, if you clicked over, thank you. Welcome to the bonus video. We're going to get right into it. Austin and I are going to pick one song from the Movements catalog and just give us the behind the scenes look on the recording, how it went over live, or just any interesting story behind it. So I'll leave it to you two.
What to do, what to pick, honestly. It's hard. Like I feel like I know this will air beforehand, but I feel like I do want to just do a new song.
If you want to go ahead and do a new song, I'll hold the bonus video until after the drops, and I'll drop the bonus on like a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something.
I like that. I like that idea.
Okay. So
Cool.
If you're watching this now, thanks for clicking over a couple days later. Now you're going to get to hear a song that's out.
Cool. The song I like to talk about is like I was saying before, on the main video, is the last two songs on the record, No Good Left to Give and Love Took the Last of It. They were such cool songs to write. Like for me, that was a really cool moment, because like the intro of that song, I really wanted to do something different, and I really wanted to bring piano to this band, like it to be in a song. So we wrote that song to, it started off with just like piano and stuff like that, with like really spacey guitars, and it was just already such a cool instrumental. And then when it came into the studio and I heard those vocals for the first time, which ended up being, the title track of the record, when, he says no good left to give for the first time, it's just such a cool, spacey, huge moment. And it's just so awesome. So like that song just like means a lot to me. And then it kind of breaks into the next song, Love Took the Last of It. And that song was really cool to write because, I didn't really know where to go from the piano song. I was like, I need so much help with this. I don't really know what I want to do. Like I wanted to get big here. And then he just came in with guitars and really shaped the song into what it is. And I feel like in that song too, we kind of figured out what the rest of this record was going to be. It's an early song in the writing process, and I think Ira just really came into his own, as a guitar player, and the guitar player he is now on this record, through that song. So it's just it's an important song on the record.
And with that, with picking the title, obviously the title for the album, No Good Left to Give, did that come from the song, or was that a title you already had in mind that you wanted to incorporate? And then, like you said, the two songs kind of play into one. Even it almost just sounds like a sentence: no good left to give, love took the last of it. It seems like it is a continuation.
Yeah, that's actually
it is.
It literally is.
In the title track song, it is one, like you hear it say no good left to give, love took the last of it. So you're spot on.
Yeah, exactly. And then the end of that song is the beginning of No Good Left to Give. So
so the end of Love Took the Last of It is the beginning of No Good Left to Give, which is fucking cool.
Yeah. So they're like very intertwined as one song, which I also love. That I love like stuff like that in records where you kind of just bring back a piece of music. It's like, oh wow, that's where we started with, So that song is just so cool, and it's one that in the studio as well. Like I think we were, Pat was struggling with vocals on it for a while, and it had a completely different chorus, and kind of last minute, it was like one of the last things we did in the studio. I was just like, I kind of came in, I was like, like this is going to be an important song to me, and I think it's an important song to the record. I don't think this chorus gives it justice. And so we just scrapped the entire thing and wrote a new one, and the chorus was awesome, and it worked so well being the last song on the record. It really made the song feel very epic. So Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to hearing it. And like I said, now knowing that those last two songs go together more than just the face value of the titles, hearing it from you guys is exciting, and it'll give fans a different look at how to receive. Obviously, everybody will receive it in their own way, but just, keep that vibe going and how to receive it as one complete project rather to
Yeah.
wrap up the entire album.
Definitely.
So, and then Ira, is that the same for you? Those two songs there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with what Austin's saying for sure. I was going to actually talk about the song off of Feel Something that I thought was funny.
I got time if you do.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Fever Dream. It's an acoustic song off of Feel Something. I loved that song up until we started recording it. And now I will never listen to that song ever again. Recording with Will is so fun and great, but he's very like precise when it comes to like recording. Like, you have to be perfect, which I get, obviously, and he hears shit that like we just don't hear. He's like, no, like you need to be more consistent, or like you need to like your strums are not consistent, like they're not the same, like it's shit you don't really like think about, you know what I mean? So when I recorded that song, like it was so frustrating, man. I probably spent like 3 or 4 hours just recording the acoustic guitars to that song, and I feel like I'm good at playing guitar, but when it comes to acoustic guitar, I'm just not like amazing when it like on consistency wise. So we recorded the song. I fucking hated the process of recording that song. It was fucking horrible. And then we were like finally done. And then I come in the next day into the studio, and fucking Will looks at me and he's like, dude, I gotta tell you something. You're gonna hate it. And then I was like, what's up? And he was like, dude, we gotta do the guitars again, man. So I got in the next day, and he made me fucking redo every track on that song over again, and it was like another 3-hour process of like doing it again, and it just made me fucking hate that song. So I will never listen to that song again, because I think I'm just traumatized for the rest of my life when it comes to Fever Dream. So I thought I would share that.
But overall, happy with how it turned out?
Yeah, the performance wound up, I got the performance, it took 4 hours, it took like 8 hours, but I got it. But I hate the song. So yeah, that's my story for Fever Dream. Off the new record, I feel like, yeah, Austin really you killed it with those two songs. I mean, I feel the same way. I don't really have any like crazy stories about any of these new songs. I guess Seneca, when we were writing Seneca in the studio, I got really, really sick at the studio this last time, like very sick. I had scarlet fever. I wound up getting scarlet fever, and I had all these like red dots all over my face and my hands, and I couldn't go to the studio for like a good like week, and I had like 105-degree fever. I'm glad this was before COVID-19, because I couldn't imagine that happening now there. But the day that that my fever started was like it was the last day of pre-pro, and we were writing Seneca, and like I was writing parts to Seneca with Will with like 105-degree fever, and it was fucking crazy.
So Seneca is your flu game.
Yeah, I was literally, it's so funny that you say that. I wasn't going to say it, but that's what I think of in my mind. I'm like, yeah, it's my flu game,
And for any non-sports fans that don't get it, just go to YouTube, type in Flu Game Jordan.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate that song, what Ira did on it.
Yeah, and that song actually has some of my favorite guitar parts on it too, which is cool. But yeah, fuck, man, I was really crazy. That was like the sickest I've been in probably like a decade.
Well, glad you're better now. Glad you
insane.
pulled through.
Yeah, it sucked. I'm glad no one else got sick too.
That's also where the mustache came back.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's from that.
After that point, he didn't shave his mustache.
Mustache is here to stay.
Yeah, it
is for
changed
now.
him. It changed him forever.
Yeah, when we start touring again, I'm gonna buzz my head because like I've been working out since we've been home since like October. But working out on the road is so hard to do. And it's especially hard to do when you have long hair, because like you work out and then you have to take a shower and you have to like fucking make sure your hair is chill, and like then after the show you take a shower again, and it's just like a lot of fucking work with your hair. And I want to be able to work out on tour, and the only way I see myself doing that is like buzzing my head.
How long have you been growing it?
I mean, it's been long for like, I feel like, I don't know, probably like 8 years, something like that. But yeah, so but I'm gonna keep the mustache.
Okay.
Yeah. That was where I was going with that.
All right, mustache is staying, hair's going.
Yeah.
All right, and to wrap this bonus up, I guess one more little teaser. What song for each of you off the new record are you most excited to play live when the world goes back to some sense of normalcy?
Tunnel Vision for sure. That song is going to be so fun to play live.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Skin to Skin. That is just like, I don't know. I think about playing that. Like, I really think it would be a really cool opener to a set, and I just want to get on stage, and you know, the song is just really loud from the start. So I think it would be really sick.
Yeah. Moonlight Lines too, as a bonus. That song is going to be super fun to play live.
I agree with that.
Well,
good. It sounds like you guys are just as excited, if not more, than the fans.
No, we are. Yeah, we definitely are.
I mean, I can't wait to just, I mean, even if it's not for a crowd, like I just can't wait to just play these songs. Honestly, that's pretty much it. It doesn't really matter to how many people, whatever. Like, I just want to play these songs all together in a room, you know?
Now, have you all been listening to the record on your own, or are you kind of starving yourself until it comes out to listen to it when it comes out?
Dude, we've heard these songs so many times, and like I probably listened to the record like probably a good 100 times, I feel like. But I'd say the last 3 or 4 months I probably listened to the record like once or twice maybe, which is cool. I've been deliberately trying to not listen to it, so when it comes out, like I can kind of hear it in full, which it's actually really funny, this is so cool that once the record comes out Friday, it'll be the first time that I'll listen to the record without having to like go like listen to a song, go back, click on the next song, and then have it start. So it'll be the first time I'll be able to just like listen to it as a whole, like without hitting anything, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, honestly, I love this record. I'm a big fan. Like, I like listening to it. So I'll listen to it like maybe like once every 2 or 3 weeks. Like I actually, the other day, we had an interview with Rock Sound, and it just got me like really fired up on everything, you know? And I was like, you know what? I haven't listened to like Outgrown Things in maybe like 3 years. So I listened to that. I listened to Feel Something. Like, I listened to some of it. Honestly, like that record is I'm very burnt on just because we toured it so heavily. And then I listened to this, and it's just, you know, it was really cool to see the progression, you know?
That's exciting. And I appreciate you guys sharing, again, that perspective from the artist. And with that, we'll wrap up the bonus video here.
Ryan, I have one question for you though.
Yeah, what do you got?
We love food so much, and I'm so excited to get back on the road and eat a lot of food. When we're in Salt Lake, where should we go eat? Do you have a favorite spot? Do you have a favorite spot in Baltimore?
Yes. Okay. So I don't know if I said it on the video or beforehand. The food on the East Coast, if people are in Utah, you can get mad. The food on the East Coast blows Utah out of the water. If you're in Utah, there's a Mexican restaurant called Red Iguana.
Okay.
There's Red Iguana 1 and 2. They're literally around the corner from each other. They're always better? Slammed. Carryout's pretty quick.
Which one's better, 1 or 2?
I've only been to 2. That was the first one I went to, and I just stuck with it because it worked. And I know, like, Taking Back Sundays talked about it on stage. Census Fails talked about it. A bunch of bands have talked about it, so I guess it's pretty well known.
We're going to have to try it.
And then if you want pizza, there's a place called Maxwell's. That's downtown. It's like a bar restaurant type deal. And sometimes they have live music or live DJs in. huge pizza slices, more East Coast style, thin. So that's really good. If you go to Baltimore, hands down, you have to try Chaps. Do you know what pit beef is?
No.
No.
So it's basically it's a type of barbecue. It's meat cooked over a huge pit grill with charcoal in it, and it's cooked all day long, and then it's put on a meat slicer and sliced real thin, and then they put it on a Kaiser roll, and you can get barbecue, mustard, horseradish, onions, cheese, anything on it. It's been on, if you just look up
That
Chaps.
sounds so good.
Yeah, CHAPS. It's been on all Guy
It
Fieri
sounds
shows.
really familiar.
Yeah, it's been on all the shows. So it's not too far from most of the venues in Baltimore. It's on Route 40. The only thing is, it's like a smaller shed in the parking lot of, we'll say, a gentleman's club.
Nice.
It's not like
That's
its
funny.
own huge standalone restaurant, but they're slammed all the time for a good reason.
Well, I would eat there. I stopped eating meat like probably like 9 months ago, 10 months ago. So I'm sure they have like good sides.
Yeah, the sides are great. Are you not eating any meat or just beef?
Any meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be the best place to go, but
Yeah.
sides are going to
I
be
mean,
great.
I'll go.
But I would still
I'll
go with, I'd still go and watch people enjoy eating food. And I would
Get the fries,
I'm sure I
get
could
the
still
beans.
find something good there. Yeah.
And then something for everybody. There's a pizza place called Joe Squared that's downtown. There's some other good spots in the county that are farther out, but with you guys being on a tighter schedule for touring, a place called Joe Squared, again, that's been on everything.
It's always easier on the East Coast because everything's so much closer together that we have more time.
Okay.
You know?
So yeah, Joe Squared, it's coal oven fire pizza. They grow all their herbs and vegetables on the roof.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
You can customize
cool.
anything. You can get pepperoni, sopressata, bacon. You can get
Wow.
vegan style pizza or just a meatless pizza. But Joe Squared, I think
So
they have
sick.
2 or 3 locations, but that's worth checking out as well.
Ryan, I have one more question for you. Have you heard of have you been to Nandos in Baltimore?
The one in National Harbor, right by DC, the chicken joint.
Yeah, it's a chicken joint. It must be
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
I was actually talking to my wife about this. We were watching some band interview. We were watching Taking Back Sunday interview, and they were talking about Nando's overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always hear bands talking about they only get it when they go to Europe.
Yeah, it's a UK. It's based in the UK, and they're everywhere.
If anyone doesn't know, National Harbor, it's literally on the line of Maryland and DC. They have one.
It's
So I think it's the only one in the country. I think
I had it
they
somewhere
might have a
else.
location somewhere else, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. I went with when we did our headliner. What was that, last year? I went with Trash Boat to a Nando's, and they're from the UK, and I was like, all right, we're gonna see for ourselves if this holds up to the UK. And honestly, I think it was kind of better. I think it was better here. But
I've had
I
it.
love
I didn't know it
Nando's.
was a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just love Nando's. It's so good. I wish I could have it right now.
I didn't know it was a UK thing when I first had it, just because I was living in that area,
Mm.
and I went to it and like I just went. I was like, okay, it's a different take on like a chicken restaurant, and I would eat it all the time. And then once I started watching more band interviews, I would hear bands talk about, oh, Nando's in the UK. I'm like, does no one know we have one here? But yeah, so if you ever tour in Baltimore, DC, Virginia, or DC, Maryland, Virginia, there's one not far.
Yeah. Have you had I think there is one in Baltimore. Have you had Bonchon before?
No, what is that?
Oh, it's like a Korean fried chicken, and it is so good. They have like restaurants like all over the world, like but only like major cities. Like they have one like Singapore, they have one like Manila, they have one like Japan, they have a couple on the East Coast. I think there is one in like Maryland. I'm not sure. And then they have a couple in California, and that's pretty much it.
I'll definitely check next time I go back home, or if I take a trip out to California,
Yeah,
I'll have to find
Yeah.
one.
it's super good. I recommend it.
Well, I appreciate it. So, and like I said, if you guys are in Salt Lake or Baltimore, check those spots out. I don't think you'll be
Yeah.
For
disappointed.
sure. We
I'm
will.
excited to do it.
All right. And again, thank you everybody for watching this. And same thing, like, subscribe, follow everybody. I'll put everything in the description below. And thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Appreciate it.